Uh, I tweeted out some emojis. That was about Kizuna AI graduation. Graduation. Okay, it's not a graduation. It's a break thingy. I don't know if you guys are up to date, but Kizuna AI had her final concert. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was really, really inspiring and emotional. It gave me shivers and goosebumps. The first VTuber I watched. I think for most people, she's the first VTuber they have encountered, even if they are not fully aware of it. Yeah, for me too, I think. I remember watching her in the early days where she first started booming. Very, very busy life. What's cool is that they made something like a Vocaloid out of her. Not exactly a Vocaloid, but something similar to it. So this way, her voice will be accessible and you can make things with her voice for the end of time. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, but I think that's beautiful because one thing that I think is really scary when you're a celebrity or an internet thing, influencer, or I don't know, something like that, a streamer or whatever. People know you while you're active, but once you're gone, people so quickly forget about what you did, who you were, and all that, and move on with their lives. And so it can happen so quickly that you're not part of someone's life anymore, or something is not part of your life anymore, when it always used to be and seemed so important to you while it was a part of your life. But especially with Kizuna AI, all things must come to an end, but it would be so sad that someone so important with so much influence, who created a history and a whole genre, a whole world, would so quickly, so easily disappear from everybody's minds and be forgotten. You wouldn't want that to happen, right? That would be so ridiculous. How can it be so easy to just fade away and be forgotten? But thanks to making that voice into something like a Vocaloid, I think that's really, really smart. Because that way, her voice can be heard anytime. You can always make her continue to sing. If you feel as a Kizuna AI fan, if you feel oh, I miss her singing, you just can listen to that Vocaloid thingy, sing something, and you feel like she's still there. And that way, something will be left behind, you know? That's something that I hope that I can do too, but it's just really hard, to leave something behind. In order to leave something behind for ages that people will remember, you really gotta do something unforgettable, something huge, something that makes a difference. And I mean, that's objective. Some of you maybe will say, oh, you already did that, I will never forget. Sure, you say that, but it's not the same. It's not the same as what Kizuna AI did, and it's not the same as, I don't know, someone I don't know, Michael Jackson or Elvis Presley or Madonna or so did. Those people will never be forgotten because they made a name for themselves, and yeah. I wonder if in 20 years there will be people who watch old Hololive streamers who don't exist anymore, and they're so that's how it was back then, huh? Become a legend. Yeah, would be nice to become a legend. But that's not something anyone can do that easily. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many things you accomplish and achieve, it's just that kind of honor is just not something you can get that easily. It's reserved for special people, I would say. It's a really, really beautiful way of leaving something behind, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah.